So once you and your horse are familiar with haunches in and shoulder in the walk, you can start practicing your half pass in the walk. And basically, you're going to sit and put weight into the direction that you're traveling in. In this case, that's the right seat bone. Right leg stays by the girth, left is farther back, right hand is quiet, left hand gives and takes to the left shoulder. And what does that mean? Left shoulder goes back, left hand comes back. And that's sort of part of what you may have practiced already in your shoulder to shoulder walk. If you haven't, you can look that up in one of my previous videos. But it's really handy and important when you want to, be very precise about your horse's movements, as it is in the half pass. And so here again, I'm going to sit to the left. Left hand is quiet. Right hand takes when the right shoulder goes back. While the left leg is by the girth, the right leg is back. Both the left and the right leg give a little bit of an impulse. The inside leg, which is of course the leg that is on the side towards which the horse is bent, is the predominantly driving leg. The outside leg that's farther back is the supporting, but it also the sort of still supports with a rhythmic input as well. It's not just sitting there. So here I'm going to go sit to the right. I'm going to make it really slow here. There you go. So see, my left hand takes and takes and takes, and we're going very steep here. You don't have to do that so much in the beginning. You can go at whatever angle is comfortable for you and your horse. But with a lot of horses, what happens in the beginning is that you will have to show them what you actually mean. And it's not just like, oh yeah, on occasion we're gonna, go a little bit into crossing leg mode. So don't hesitate to, play with real clear aids. Like I'm doing now. I'm going to do it very slow and very steep. And you can see how he's leaning on my rein contact, and the hand that takes back, right now it's very visible how his head is influenced by it. And the head, when you have your horse in front of your leg like that, is really connected with a really nice, stable, rein contact, which is important for the horse so that he can, balance himself longitudinally through his whole body. Lots of words here. So I'm just going to demonstrate, and you can watch a couple more times here. So you're going to go over, sit to the right, hold the right rein still. Left rein gives and takes to the left shoulder, while the left and right legs are helping him to understand that we are traveling at a certain rhythm. And that rhythm cannot be hurried, because these are all balancing exercises. These are, very important trust exercises too, that the horse can trust that you're not going to attack him with sudden requests to go overly, sideways when they're maybe not ready for it. So you have to really just be between clear and determined, and also sensitive towards what your horse can and can't do at any given moment. Look at that. And then once you have it like this, you can become a little bit more subtle at every time that you're doing it. And, horses don't mind repetition as long as it's, interesting. And I'm trying it to make it as interesting as possible for him here, first even by just changing directions and not going into one direction all the time, so that the left and the right brain halves getting activated and the left and right body halves are, gymnasticized evenly or equally. So here it is one more time. Very good. Good boy, mein Süßer. And ideally I'm going to give him a long rein. Ideally you want to lead with your shoulders a little bit. But as you're starting out with these exercises, don't even worry about it so much. Of course, you don't want to, really, really lead with your haunches. But think that you're traveling on this little diagonal line, and that it's almost like a haunches-in on a short diagonal towards, the center point or whatever letter you're choosing. And that way you keep that directional momentum going, and it's not just like, oh yeah, we're going sideways. No, we're going sideways, but the head and the shoulders are leading. And the more you do it, the more you will get a feel for the dosing of it all. And the more, fun and lighthearted you will be about it, because these things are like brain acrobatics in the beginning. But do your homework. Make sure that you have haunches in and haunches out in place with fairly good command of, body and mind of your horse. And then, the rest of it is just, one step at a time. And with kindness and with patience, slowly but steadily, we'll get to where we want to go. Good boy, Winty. Thank you.